Revs rise, 550 horsepower. These cars, 2005 spec A1 Grand Prix cars, but much faster now with newer tyres, of course, and much faster than Formula 2 around here. So off we go. Miguez leading the field from... Oh, we've got a big accident on the start line already, a massive shunt. Oh, we got a number of cars taken out. So look, watch Coletti there in the yellow car. He comes over the side and he gets punted from the side. Bit of a slow start for Coletti. There's just no room for those guys on the outside to go. That is Reed and Onidi. Reed in the blue and yellow Euronova car, and flying in the air. Walter Grubmüller so lucky not to overturn there. Huge.
We are racing. Castor Neves goes first for the corner. De Ferran falls well back, but then comes back into second place.
Kenny Bragg involved there.
Traffic jam there.
We saw Kenny get bumped as he tried to go down the inside. Cars trying to go around the outside.
Well, we told you how important it was. It's a parking lot in the festival curves right now.
Kenny Bragg here. Watch what he does. Way down the inside. Watch Franchitti here as he crosses over. Kenny trying to slot in. Dario goes down for the apex. They make contact right there. That starts the entire problem. Everybody else just scrambling for their lives. Servia, the only one around the outside of Franchitti. Whoa! We saw just as we missed, or cleared to the right there, Jimmy Vasser got way up in the air as he went wheel to wheel.
The action started early. Winkelhock goes through the gravel, comes back to the track, and the collisions start. There were a number of drivers involved in this one. There were damaged cars everywhere, and Pedro Lamy loses the hood to his car. Another look at this one. Winkelhock went into the gravel, returned to the track, hoping to get into the field again. He did, but everybody else ran into him.
Here we go. We're going to see what our first attempts at passing. Look at what power on the left side of your screen. And Scott Dixon also. Oh, we have contact. The 2-car of A.J. Allmendinger climbs right up and over one of the target machines.
Let's watch a replay here. A lot of jostling going on. You can see that he's just looking to make a move going on the inside of Scott Dixon, and there just was not enough room between him and Justin Wilson.
そのモンティのスリップに松浦が入っている。松浦ちょっとここで遅れた。出遅れた。コバライネンが前。おっと接触。おっとマンダリンベント立ち上がりで接触。後方は大混乱になっている。これはセーフティーカーが入るかちょっと待ったか。集団ですかこれはちょうど集団の1台。これプラですか。プラですねきっかけ。
小暮も当たってますね。
そうですね小暮今左フロントが当たりましたね。
Gone right through the middle of the row in front and up to 4th place already.
That is an excellent getaway for the BMW driver, and he's putting Matt Neal under pressure just to clip on. Oh, and Oscar in the background. Cars off in big time through the hall then to Plato. It's Plato. Up and over goes Jason Plato. Rolling here on the first lap at Donington. And the reigning champion is out in dramatic style. That was a fast accident.
Now what happens here? What happens here? Because he's in a good position. Oh, there goes the Audi just on his left. He had Liam Griffin and the Audi on his left, and now he's a passenger. Oh, just into that bank. I've never seen a car go off there before, ever.
Nor me. I mean, that's the first one for me to see a car.
Turn 3. There's a contact, and see, Paul won't know it's there. Right now, Paul doesn't know that he's pushing a wing because you can't see over the nose of the car. You can see the tops of the tires, but you can't see in front. So Paul Tracy is pushing as hard as he can, and unfortunately this front wing is probably, he has 2 more corners to go. It's going to get under the front wheel, and man, did him see. Now he'll start to say, what the heck is in front of my car? Blammo!
He locked up the brakes but had no steering. I'm guessing the left front wasn't in contact with the pavement.
As soon as you saw sparks, you knew it would no longer be contacting, and that was a huge hit for Paul Tracy. See, at that point, It's underneath the tires. It's lifted the car.
Oh, big air for Tristan
goodness.
Gomendy.
Wow.
Gomendy nearly went end for end in the pay-by-touch 22 car.
Montoya looking down underneath Dave Blaney as they go into turn one and made the pass.
And Darrell, I think Montoya, and he's going to get in the back. Big wreck over there.
Gosh, Juan Pablo Montoya, he was just going down through there and really no place to go. I'm not really sure what he was thinking.
He just ended up, he got hit again back there.
They're still the 21 car of John Wood just tangled with him. He goes so much speed into turn one, gets a little on the apron, and the car just wobbles loose with him, clips the back of David Gilliland in. From there on, it's on.
And Darrell, you've got a hard tire. They're cold. The air pressures are down. There just probably was no way that car was going to stick down there.
We've seen this in qualifying. We've seen it in practice. Gosh,
Wood. John Wood.
Poor John Wood. Thought he had it cleared, I'm sure.
So that was a big one. Now look at the back. Apt comes through. Here comes Chacon. Is squeezed with Berton over the top. Lucky Kevin Chacon.
He tries to go in a hole there that doesn't really exist, it seems like.
Oh, it's an ever decreasing gap, isn't it? Let's look. On the left-hand side, he comes in. He's made a great start. Very little wheel spin. Goes to the right of his teammate.
Well, no, actually, it's not. It's Daniel Apt. It's Daniel Apt to change his line and.
3番の相馬がさあ踊り出てまいりました。そしてその後ろに転倒してる。危ない北川です。北川転倒。危ない。ライダーが飛び上がった。ちょうどコースの真ん中。クラッシュしています。その後に乗っていくのが、こうしばらくは避けていくんですけどもね、かなりこう中盤のライダーだと思いますね。そう中盤以降のライダーだと思いますね。この人は小林俊也選手じゃないでしょうかね。
Side-by-side battle, but it's clean up front.
Yes, it is. I think it's pretty much clean all the way through. Just being kicked up on the exit of two, but Germany have got it from Switzerland coming into turn three and then now into four, trying to go the long way around Germany, but Switzerland cannot get
South Africa spins right in the middle. There's contact with other cars, bouncing over, Malaysia included, and Lebanon's in the gravel.
And Brazil as well. 3 cars, 4 cars involved. That's going to see a red flag, I have to believe, because those cars are stranded.
Down goes the flag, and the 1984 James Hardy 1000 is underway, and it is George Fury, Peter Brock, and Alan Grice running up. We've had a train. Steve Masterton's gone in. Tom Walkinshaw has stalled there on the starting line. The rest of the field passing him by. He's been collected by a Camaro. Peter Williamson has also gone into the side of his car, and we have the track blocked across the main straightaway. So we've had a very, very big accident here at the start of the race.
It's got to be a restart, surely. I mean, the traffic will never get through here. They're going to have to flag them down across the top of the mountain and bring them back for a restart. Oh, my goodness.
McNish, Higgins, and Rydell's going past Brabham up into third place. So it's McNish, Higgins, Rydell, Brabham. Up to Seagraves, someone's lost it. A multiple pile-up at 100 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness, that looks a bad one. Out of Campbell, up to Cobb, third gear. Now look in the middle of the pack, and someone loses it. It looks like Steve Robertson. And then there's an inevitable knock-on effect for the rest. Some of them are rejoining, but there is absolute carnage there.
I could see I was going to hit him, but before I got a chance, someone climbed over the back of me. And I had a car, it was a big black thing, rear wheel sort of up here next to my head, and it just, I tried to get back to the grid as soon as possible, you know, but fortunately I think we can repair it.
Lounsey up the inside of Rick Kelly. Great move. Now I'm sure Garth Tander had his light. Oh, that's Lowndes, and that's Rick Kelly. This is dangerous. This is really, there we go. That's the blind spot we spoke about. That's the blind spot.
Mate, you're right.
And some body work, but these guys, you know, if there was a race in an hour's time, they'd fix that car.
Yeah, I think probably the biggest thing too, Lowndes is a bit frustrated with. He pulled off, and whether this is the case or not, we don't know. But he mentioned there that, geez, that's a big hit. Plucked the whole diff out of the car. We mentioned before that he did mention that he got a little tap mid-corner.
front of that first corner. There's the red lights. Up goes the 300 horsepower engines. Adam gets a great start. Breeze has been hit.
Oh, it's contact. It's 4 cars, 5 cars involved on the start line.
It's Donington all over again. Side by side, and what happens? Look how close they are together in the middle of the pad, and then when that incident happens, there's just nowhere for anyone to go. He's creeping, then he drops the clutch, and he's moving forward. Now, watch tight on the pit wall. Already it's happening, bang! Mike Doble gets hit very hard, and thank goodness, Simon, the only thing I would say about that is thank goodness that happened as quick.
On the grill to go, Smith & Wesson machine of Ari Lyondike Jr. Son of 2-time Indy 500 winner Ari Lyondike.
Oh, yellow flag right off.
Oh my God. Heavy contact on the very first lap of this event.
The whole back of the race car got completely ripped off on that thing.
They have to keep watching those things. Look, as soon as he passed the guy spun.
There's the replay of the heavy impact. One car spinning. Matt Beardsley involved in the 12 car. Beardsley, the Alpine Bank Old Republic land title machine. There's the the wing section and part of the gearbox of Beardsley's car.
Title deciding race around Spa. Away they go. Good start from the front row men, but look at Thomas Enger, charges across Sebastian Bourdais, cuts the Frenchman's nose off, then gets the line, and Bourdais makes contact, but into that first corner. Around goes Pitsonia. He's still got all the wings attached, but right rear wheel is damaged, and there's a 6-7 car pile-up there. Again from the helicam, Pitsonia in the middle of the second pair of cars, gets spun round, and where from? From the inside. 2 cars inside him. Mario Harbour-Felt, and who else would have that been? Not Nicholas Chiesa. He gets through, I think.
Now Montoya tries to work the outside. Wow, they spread wide. 1 car totally off. And 3 cars into the gravel pit. 4 now. Scott Pruitt down to the inside. So 4 cars in trouble on the start.
Max Pappas, Paul, on the right of the screen there.
And down in turn 2, you also have Gugelman in trouble.
It's Castroneves, Paul. Looks like Memo Gidley, Max Pappas, and Scott Pruitt involved. We also saw Paul Tracy make a great move down the inside in the grass. This is coming down into turn 3 now. D'Amata sideways, and Gugelman coming off the outside of turn 3. Years past, Paul, we've seen them manage to get through.
2 underway, and already the cars are all over the place. Oh, there's an accident. Dolby's out. Dolby's in trouble. He's been hit. He's lost his front wing. The championship leader hits the barrier. He's out of this race already. Major drama at the start of the second race of the day. Oh no! Corinthians has gone up and over.
This will be pretty entertaining. Here we go. The car gets pushed across. Nowhere to go.
And the wheel.
And just watch his hands when he comes up to hit the wall here.
Yeah.
Watch. And the steering wheel snaps.
For them.
Here
Now
we
let's
go. Let's
take
watch.
another look. Oh my goodness. That was a high-speed roll, wasn't it? And really, again, Dornbos had no way of knowing that was coming. As you say, Seville was already in trouble, couldn't really turn into the corner.